Hey, you guys, and welcome to another School of Faith and Thought recording. Now, for those of you who don't know what the Sermon on the Mount is, which is, by the way, what this video that we're about to watch together is all about, the Sermon on the Mount can be found in Matthew chapter 5, 6, and 7, and it is basically a sermon that Jesus gave right after he had, first of all, been baptized by John the Baptist and then been tempted by the devil in the wilderness. So it's the first sermon that is recorded in the New Testament, because Matthew's the first book of the New Testament. Go check it out, go have a read for yourself. But you know what? I myself have studied it over the course of the years. However, I've never, ever, ever heard it studied like this. Let's check it.
Sermon on the Mount forward lays out the kingdom of God, but the Sermon on the Mount backward lays out the kingdom of man. So if you build your house on the sand, you're a false disciple that listens to false prophets, which is taking the easy road, the wide gate. You don't ask, seek, and knock of God. Instead, you're judging others, which actually raises your anxiety even as you try to store up treasures here on earth. Even if you fast and pray and give, you're doing so not for inward transformation, but for outward approval. So you don't love your enemies. Instead, you live by an eye for an eye, which means your word is pointless even to those that you love the most. You will actually murder other people for your own protection, which is the way of the Pharisees and the Sadducees. And so you are not the light and the salt of this culture. Instead, you are the persecutors that no longer make peace because you're not pure in heart. You don't give mercy because you haven't received mercy. You don't hunger and thirst for righteousness because you think you already have it. You don't mourn your sin all because you think you're rich in spirit. That is the kingdom of man. The Sermon on the Mount forward
Wow.
lays out.
So shout out to Bayside Church for that teaching, you guys. If you want to go support them, they're on YouTube. That's where I follow them personally. But what an incredible way of looking at it. The Sermon on the Mount forwards is the kingdom of God, but the Sermon on the Mount backwards, the opposite of that, the reverse of that, is the kingdom of man. Incredible, mind-blowing stuff, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this kind of content, please hit subscribe and like to see more of this stuff popping up on your newsfeed. Until next time, you guys, God bless.